So took a bit of time. I peeled all the bark off that dead log and I put it all along there to crosswise, except for a spot where there wasn't enough, and hopefully that should make a nice much smoother bed for us tonight. And now I'm gonna go and try to build up a good 8 to 12 inches of pine needles just to make it comfortable, because it wasn't, besides the breeze coming through, there was a couple rough spots, and not having enough pine needle really was obvious. Alright, we're still cooking away at these pond lily roots, changing the water like I say to do, but I don't want to be the first one to try it, frankly. So a lot more firewood tonight, so we can build up the fire. Not that we make bigger fires, but so we've got enough to keep it going. Well, I'm trying to save some energy. I've got some firewood together, and I was noticing last night after we boiled all the waters, I don't have a cup with me. So I've seen this done before, I've never done it myself. But I'm going to try to make one, a simple one, out of birch bark. So I've taken this stick, which is going to be my handle, and I've split it down there with my hatchet, and I'm going to soften this up, and it has to be in a bit of water, but the heat too much is too much. And the idea is going to be to fold it in on itself like that, and then to use the split of the stick to hold it together. So I'm going to tidy it up a bit so it doesn't split. So there's my cup. Got some water here. Yeah. See, I folded it too hard, and the result is it's dripping out now. So there's, you get the angle of the idea, and there's this one cut right here. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to try to get some tar together, dry this out, and seal it up so we don't get a leak. And then we'll try this again. Alright, so I added some tar to it, some sap, and got a tiny little leak, as you can see. I do have a cup to drink out of now. Oh. Alright, so we're heading out to the lake again. Finished off our trout and our trout soup. And we're going to go down, it's mid-morning, to do a bit of foraging. Maybe we can catch a turtle. Maybe not. We're going to try to get some cattail roots, because it shouldn't require too much work and it's a good return. I'm also going to look around for some duck nests, because we've seen a bunch of duck nests around too, and that would be a treat, let me tell you. A couple eggs would be excellent. As you can see, we got these reeds here. We're going to use that to help spruce up the sleeping getup. As well, I went out and finally I caught something with the hand fishing kit. So I've got lunch, and so does my dad. He's got his own fish too, and we're gonna go up and celebrate. We're gonna have a little fun cooking it. I'm gonna try 1 or 2 different methods of cooking it, different from boiling it in water, as delicious as that was. All these fish are really fat, which means it's lots of good calories. Tell you, bringing a fishing kit with you, whether it's survival fishing kit or collapsible rod, is a huge plus. It's a huge benefit. Plane flying by, overcast, probably wouldn't see us. Alright, so I forgot to mention, but we include with all these reeds that we picked up, these cattails, We also picked up a pile of roots there, which will be good. That's good starches to add to our meal, complement it. So we're just got to decide whether we're going to have those for lunch or for dinner. So that's something else to add to this meal. It's been a good day so far. No duck, but we'll manage. Alright, I've put those rushes in, and then on top of the cedar bark, and then on top of that the spruce and cedar branches to make a nice breeze-proof shelter. Now, as you can see here, that's for my dad. I recommend you bring it because just to help him out a bit and to stop the breezes. So this is for me right here in the shelter, and yeah, we'll see how it goes tonight. I got to do some more weatherproofing on the sides and build it up, make it a bit hold the heat a bit better. But after that, we set. Well, I don't know if you can see this very clearly, but this time instead of using birch bark, we've got this fluff that we pulled off some of the old cattail heads. We left the fire a couple hours to go fishing. It was worth it. But now we've got to start it. It won't light unless it's all loosened up. So let's see if that helps. Burns too quickly. See that it takes, but it won't stay lit. Okay, so I decided instead of going out, I've got this I brought along. I've tried this out once or twice before and they're pretty impressive. So this is the fire puck, and I'm going to put that in there, and you're going to see how dangerous this thing is. It's the cheater's way of getting a fire going. Pile those on. One more thing, we did a bit of foraging, and we picked up a bit of a salad to go with our lunch. Just a mix of dandelion and clover and stuff like that. So keep a bit of a healthy diet this way. Here it is. Put in my hat. Yeah. So, eating like luxury. Alright, so the fish is good, but just had it twice in a row boiled, and I want to try something different. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sphagnum moss, and I'm going to roll out a section of it, and I'm going to steam the fish. Stuff isn't as thick as I'd like it to be. That's going to be the concept. I'm going to pull off some of this, a couple layers of it, like this, put that down, and then I'll put another 1 or 2 layers on top, and then I'll close it over. Now I'm going to have to get some better sphagnum moss from around here, but that'll be the concept. That's what I'm going to do for my lunch today. One of the things I picked up with the rest of those green things was these strawberry leaves, which are apparently good for flavoring, so I'm going to put some of that in the middle of my fish. I'm going to get a chunk of this and put it on the fire right here. Alright. I'm going to get my fish and put these inside. I'm going to fold this on top. Now I'm just going to leave that in there to steam. As you can see, it's already starting to. And in a few minutes we'll have nice steamed trout for lunch. Alright, so these are the cattail roots, and they don't take too much work to pull out. And what you do is, you don't eat this out. There's a fluffy outside that you don't eat. You can see kind of in here, right there, that there's a part, that fluffy outside bit, That's not what you eat. You don't want to eat that. You want to eat the inner stuff right here. So these starchy, hard roots. And now you can eat those raw, or you can cook them up. I'm going to cook them up. Eat kind of like a potato soup out of it. So I'll just be working on peeling them off and not losing any of that inner root, so that we can have something to go with our fish. So just work away at it. That's it. Well, there they are. They're in the water. Got 2 of them in there that I peeled, and they're going to be boiling away. And I'm going to check on the fish now. See how things look. Oh, look at that. See that in there? Took it a bit longer. Alright. There we have it. Completely cooked. Transfer it now. Ooh. Alright. Just going to wait a little bit for the rest of it to be cooked. Put that out of the way. But there is dinner. Or lunch, I say. Yeah. And I've got my chopsticks.
Just going to stick to wake up.
I'm not giving you dinner. I'm making myself dinner. Well, that was a good meal. We still got these starches left. Now, apparently if you keep boiling them down, it'll turn into a syrup. And I'm not going to go that far, but I'm going to boil them for a while and sweeten them up and then see how it tastes. So, feeling like I'm ready to have a rest. I don't think I'm going to get too much sleep between tending the fire. So here they are. These are these cattail roots. It's like almost sweet from boiling it. Boiled there for about an hour or 2. And yeah, like a kind of a sweet thing. And these, the thing with these is you get lots of fibers, and you want to get the starches out from between the fibers. Not too bad, not a lot of flavor. Most of it's in the juice, but yeah, kind of potatoey. So I'm gonna eat on that and get some extra carbohydrates in the system. And then I'll get some more wood for tonight's fire escapade. It's a bit overcast today. That should mean that it doesn't get as cold tonight, but time will tell. Wow, 2 days. 2 days. Alright. So after that lunch, and I'm not actually that hungry. I'm not hungry at all, actually. I'm full from the greens, from the cattail roots, and from the fish. Even though it wasn't that big, 8 inches, 10 inches top. But yeah, I'm not feeling that hungry. I had a fish for breakfast this morning, and right now what I'm just craving is, I'm craving sugar. And so what I'm gonna do is, there's no squirrels around here, really. Nothing, no trails for animals, so there's no point in saving this for bait. Because I just sort of, I think more out of lack of something to do while I'm waiting. So I'm gonna have one of these pieces of dried out, honestly, well over a year old, unsealed. Ooh. Wow, that would break your teeth. So I'm just gonna suck on this for a while. A little bit of sugar from there, a bit of energy, and then get some more firewood, because the last thing I want to do is run out of firewood. We made it through the night barely. I think I ended up getting it at 5:30 because we were on our last couple pieces. So, I just wanted to say a couple things about this. So, cold nights, probably freezing-ish, but when you've got a lake, when you've got access to like a food source like fish, it makes it a whole ton easier. I mean, that's pretty much what we've been going for. Of course, if we didn't have fish, we'd be doing a lot more scrounging for wild edibles. But the beginning of May in the Canadian mountains, there is not a lot out there. There is not anything, really. The odd little scraps of food, wild edibles, plants that are just starting to grow, but maybe someone with more experience is going to find more, but just just amazing that even though there's nothing, if the ice is off the lake and it started to turn over like this already, then there's fish, and if there's fish, then there's a good chance of getting a feed. So this is the second day, um, and I'm getting tired of fish, but hey, it's keeping me going, so that's not so bad. Alright, I'm gonna just relax for a bit, and then I'm gonna go get some more firewood, and hopefully we'll be able to get to the night. Dad's off fishing again. I was really happy to catch something with that hand fishing kit, because I didn't think that'd be worth trying, but yeah, it paid off after about an hour.